Testing. Should be coming through okay. Hello, hello, hello. Cool. Let me start up the game. Ooh. And also, let me not have the stream on in the background. Cool. Where is my game sound? Ooh. Ah. It is still small from playing all the games at once. Let me see. Change the screen resolution. Relaunch. It's probably going to want me to full screen it. Please. I'll do. Fantastic. So let me just open this, mute that. There we go. So today the plan is we're gonna try going for definitely somewhere in the mid 8 minutes, somewhere around 8:30 would be nice. The question is, do I have splits for this already? Yes. Cool. Looks like my best time last time was 11 minutes. So let's see if we can improve upon that. Just to remind myself, the time starts on the first input when shelter 1 disappears. Time ends when the other side appears. Cannot quite remember what that means, but we will figure it out. It's there then. Let me just watch a quick run. Let me just find out when exactly, because I'm going to need to know when time starts. Got a record here. Come on. Yeah, cool. It's through spamming that. Fantastic. So can close and reopen and start that again. That's nice because that gives you something to actually hit it with at the same time. I think I remember how to do all this. Not a great start. So, if I remember rightly, I think I can pick up that already. Because there is a point in the room, like if your clicking's real precise. I mean, it's so nice playing it on a big screen. Oh, first, yeah. Is that not letting me do it because I've got that in my hand? Yes, cool. Okay, so you can't do that. Good to know. That goes in there. It's a lot of spamming through stuff, this one. Cool. And the next one is unscrew, oil, I think. It's that or battery. Pretty sure it's oil next. Yeah, battery. Cool. Then when that's done, bam, 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 bam. Smash buttons. Because I'm pretty sure I can hit it from this side, but we'll see. So bam, 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 bam. Smash buttons. And you always have to remember to hit it a second time. That's the bit I'd always forget with the playing multiple games at once. Is trying to hit that. So that means that the next one's going to be Coolant. We go down, bam, bam. Oops. I always forget to close them. Then that's down. Bam. That one there. Then bam, bam, bam. Has that been updated so you can't have stuff? That feels weird. That feels like it's been updated that you can't hold stuff. And then we go into the second round. It's probably worth putting a separate split in here just to be like, oh, part one, part two. And then it's warning time. You have to hit enter so many times. this is where it, rather than doing them individually, it adds up. I can't actually remember what the first one is, so I'll have a look. True drill bit, cool, that's fine. So we go bam, 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 bam. Turn it on. You have to be slightly closer to that. And then, actually, there's no real need to rush particularly for this, because you need to have that. So that's good, having a bit of room to focus. Okay, so be slightly from the side. Can't quite lean over the top. This is good, this is all coming back. Definitely out of practice from doing all 5 at once. Well, cool. Okay, cool. That's fine. That's just normal. Bam, 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 bam. Please close. Oh. Every time. Slap the keyboard with my long arms from the other side of the room. Right, and then the last one is, I think it's all through, it's battery and coolant and everything. Which is good because that at least gives us like a maximum speed that it can be done at. Oops. Down, there, bam, Please go on, thank you. So it's drill bit and oil. Cool. So as long as I get it done within the time it takes to do the battery, that's the important bit. So left is front, right is back, close, close. Stop picking it up. Keep double pressing it. Cool. I can't remember. I think, yeah, 2 minutes. That must be correct. And I think even if I stand here, I have a feeling that it's still puts me back. Yeah, always puts you there. It's because it's loading you into a new scene and there's no way for you to get through. So yeah, could definitely have I think 2 more splits just to break it up and see where those time saves are. I need to have a look at this model at some point with the light on, see what's missing, like what you can't see in the shadow. Hey, obviously had a very bad time last time because actually saved time on that. So let's edit the splits. We want to add 2 above. We want to have one that is call it burst, or actually call it basic. Then the second one is urgent. So we split at the end of basic, and then we split at the end of urgent, and then we walk. Fantastic. Cool. Let's go again. Didn't mean to mash both buttons, but that's fine. It didn't actually affect it. Yeah, fortunately I didn't mash through all of the splits together, and then open up my case. Not amazing, but better than last time. I think so I'm just thinking through, so what's going to be the best way to do that is it stops there. Because I need to be able to reach that. Maybe it's just on the side here. So we go out, in, that. I'm going to need to reach from there. So there, bam, bam, out, there. Yeah, cool. And then for the second one, it's this corner. It's definitely there, down, there, battery, there, on, battery, there, down, there. Because that's definitely going to make a difference to timings. This one's oil, so it's left, forward, right, back. Don't forget to close the thing. Please put. It's better. I need to split at a nice chill time, so I'm not stressing myself out with it. I think I'll do it when the lights go out. What did we say this one was? Battery and drill bit, cool. That's a nice easy one. Yeah, I think it's different objects have different reaches because I can definitely hit the computer from further away than I can hit that button. I mean, it's a lot smaller target, but I feel like we're on a better pace. So this is definitely going to be oil, yeah. Just oil as oil, it's fine. Not the most precise, but fine. There we go, and then the last one, I think, is everything. Just drill bit and oil, that's fine. Actually, in set battery chart, it is battery as well. It's all three. Okay. Cool. Gonna reset that one then because that's definitely not going to reach the end. So it's stuck. I completely missed that. I saw battery like unticked. Didn't spam through the wrong button this time. So what do we say here for the first one? Oh god, I didn't upload this. That's bad, but not bad enough to reset, please. It's just being more precise with the clicks. So I think basic is going to be a little bit slower, but we'll see how we're looking at the other bit, because I'd like to get time for all the splits at least. So then this is this side, because this is just battery. You have to click fairly close to the back to actually pick it up. It's weird, you can't just click on the middle of it. I think that's what keeps throwing me. You need to click on like this bit. I should have a look at the pickup, like the see if I can see the interaction box for it. What do we call it? Hitbox, the hitbox for it. That was good. I was happy with that. Good if I didn't complete this, because I just started one, so I was like, oh yeah, I've done the suitcase. I didn't even think about it. Excuse me. Might even be faster, even with that mistake at the beginning. Which is fine, because that just shows that she made an improvement. Yeah, slightly behind. That's fine. The first one was battery, I believe. I really need to just write these down. Battery and drill bit sorted. Yeah, slightly too far back. The next one is I want to say just oil? I can't remember. Stand over here again and I can see. Oil coolant. Yeah, that's it. Please pick up. Fantastic. So then lesson learned, we're doing all three. Which means I need to be stood here to start with the battery. I think it makes more sense to do, yeah, oil and coolant battery. And I'm going to do this bit next, because that involves the most running around. And then I can also do this. That was honestly so good, that one. Yeah, see, I can't remember where we were this time last time. This place last time. Also wish I had the reticle so I could get a real straight line. Hey Jess, how's it going? Yeah, doing all right. Just doing. I'm going for the bounty that's on at the moment, which is you got to have record in like first place in every category with all these games. So yeah, going for that. I was real sorry to hear about your computer. That sucks that that they scammed you on it. Have you had any update on it? Whether you can get it replaced or any money back or anything? So how was that time? So that puts us 8:51. Fifth. Cool. We can do better than fifth. There's definitely a couple of mistakes at the beginning that I know I can. Hasn't got back to you. Yeah, I mean, the fact that it's Amazon is, yeah, it means it's potentially more likely to be dodgy, but Amazon's customer service are usually pretty good at just giving money back, no questions asked. I don't think I've ever done anything for that much money, but when I've had issues before, if you push them on it, they'll generally give you a refund. But yeah, I'm not surprised that your computer was struggling if it's got parts from that sort of age, because I think that's around the year that I built mine, and mine tends to just randomly freeze at times, which isn't fun. Are you going to be want to get those guys and get back to me? Yeah. No, hopefully they'll be able to do something for you. Are you going to be streaming with the Xbox in the meantime? Did you get that sorted? Because I think yeah, if it's fine for just like streaming, but not fine for actually running the game at the same time. Because when you were just doing it on streaming with just the camera, it seemed fine. Like the audio was all good. Otherwise, we'll miss your streams if you're away for ages. Right, battery on this side. Nice, that'll be good. I've been looking at potentially getting something set up because I'd quite like to stream some retro games. That'd be good to do some on the retro console. Get a new one for. Yeah, that's true. You can do lots of food and drink tasting streams in the meantime. Review every single kombucha flavor. Next one is the oil. I was really surprised because I think I had to leave stream just before you tried it, but it was after you'd spilt it. And I know that you said the smell was really gross. So I was like, oh yeah, it's probably not going to be a huge fan of it then, but I'm glad you liked it. It's one of the few things that I can't stand at all. But if you like it, it's meant to be very, very good for you. I'm more of a ginger beer person. In terms of retro games, I've got a whole bunch of stuff that I've still got on disc, like PC games from growing up, that I think would be fun to revisit. But I'd need to set up like a PC that runs Windows XP. I think it'll be fun to do the Harry Potter games because those were some good childhood ones. And I think they've got some quite fun speedrunning tech from the looks of it. Other than that, possibly some GameCube stuff. I've recently, battery and sorry, gotta pay attention to this bit, otherwise I'll mess it up. Battery drop bit function, yeah. I recently played Simpsons Hit and Run all the way through again. Used to play Pajama Sam 3. Nice. I didn't have Pajama Sam. I had Putt Putt. So like Saves the Zoo and like very similar to Pajama Sam. I don't know if you've watched Doug play it, where he's got an AI version of Pajama Sam that tries to solve it. That's very very funny. But yeah, no, going back to those ones would be fun as well. I think that would be quite cute. Yeah, definitely trying to keep focused on it. That's just all cool and cool. Make it. Yeah, I'm not a massive Harry Potter fan in terms of like the books or films or anything, but I really liked the games like 1, 2, and 3 specifically, like doing all of the transfiguration challenges and the where you make the ice slides. Um, I played through those many times. Oh, that's fine. Didn't need to take that out. That was a waste of time. And then, bam, bam. Big time, please. This is such a pain to try and shave, like, time off of because it's so many little fiddly things. I was talking to a couple of people the other day that were starting to speedrun these and being like, "Oh my god, there's so many like little precise button presses," and this one isn't even the worst of the set. There's one that's half of it is basically just entering coordinates. But yeah, still behind. There's not even like something else that I don't know. I don't think I made too many mistakes in that one. I think it was just not being precise enough. Yeah, almost exactly the same time, but slightly slower. I don't know how accurate that sum of best is, but 846 is fairly reassuring in terms of getting it down. The other PC game that I wanted to play again was Splinter Cell, but I've got that on GOG rather than needing to use a different PC for it. But that would be fun to replay. I don't think I've ever watched any speedruns for that. I should see if there's anything interesting because I feel like that's the sort of game that would be that would have good running over the map skips. Oh, I didn't undo the case again. I'm not gonna. Yeah. Part of the Tom Clancy one, so a little bit like Hitman. I always remember that there was one particular level that drove me mad because you had to. It was a mandatory stealth one, so there wasn't any options for like, oh, you can do it guns blazing or you can stealth it, and you know do whatever you want with it. You had to get through undetected, and there was a bit where you needed to kill some guards like fairly early on and then hide the bodies, but nothing would happen if you didn't hide the bodies until you got to the exit of the level. And then right at the exit, as you were going down like through the final door, basically an alarm would go off and they'd be like, oh, someone's like found a body. And if you didn't have a save anywhere near it, you would just have to start the whole thing again, start the whole level again, and remember to hide the bodies. I'm pretty sure that was where I first looked up cheats for like, can I go through the walls? Can I go back? Can I go and hide the bodies? That's very annoying. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I definitely played a lot of Worms around that time as well, but I don't know if that would be any good to stream. That would be nice actually if I did like a collaboration at any point. That'd be fun playing like old school Worms with some people. Because I enjoy Worms. Bum, bum, bum. I think that's my favourite one, getting that battery done. It's the most satisfying. Yeah. I think Worms is such a good example of the way that like DLC and monetizing has made games less fun, because with that you had like all of those different like accents and cosmetics essentially that just came with the game. It was like I can't remember how many, but it feels like 100 different voices and like a bunch of different levels and an editor, and like, there's just so much content. And it feels like all of that would be microtransactioned if that came out now. Yeah, Worms Armageddon and Worms, I think it was Worms World, something like that was the other good one. Oh, just seen your Discord message. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Yeah, I'm hoping to stream enough and reach enough followers to get affiliate by the end of the year, but we'll have to see. But appreciate your support with it. I stood on the wrong side. Battery and drawback. Thank you. Yeah, it's tricky, but it's very satisfying when you start making progress with it. There's definitely a curve to it of it being very frustrating, and then you get a couple of bits down and it's like, oh yeah, I've really got this, I'm making progress. And then it gets to this point where it's like, oh, I'm going to play it over and over and over again to try and shave 5 seconds off. At least these are short games. I think the one that I started with that was Unfinished Swan, that just took so much like grinding, and that's like a half-hour run. So you can get like 25 minutes in, and then just lose all of your time save. That was quite a demoralizing run at times. But still really fun, and a lot of good tricks in that are satisfying. I know at least one of my splits in that was called something like, oh my god, please work, because it was a trick that would just consistently fail, and it was really, really hard to, not hard to pull off, but hard to pull off just in the middle of a run. So, I mean, the first bit was a tiny bit faster. That feels like I'm really pushing it though. It says +6, but I'm not sure exactly how accurate I've been with my timer. So I'll still go to the end. But yeah, talking of like challenges and puzzles and things, I think that's definitely something that's I'm going to continue to focus on. I'm building a tabletop escape room for some friends. So one of the things I've been doing is I'm going to start streaming some of the process of making that. I've done one so far, but yeah, I feel like it's diversifying the content a little bit, but also keeping within that theme of like challenges and puzzles and things. So yeah, gonna have a sort of semi-regular slot, I guess, where I'll talk about actually like making my own stuff and having a making and creating hour. Yeah, I had a look around actually to see if I could find anyone else that was doing it, because I wasn't sure what category to put it in, but I've put it in like making and crafting. So yeah, I don't know what the time difference is, but it's usually between like I think 11 and 11 p.m. and 1 a.m. here, which is like probably sometime in the afternoon for you actually. If you're ever around and not streaming, be doing a late night puzzle hour. That yeah, will be an afternoon puzzle hour of making stuff. If it's something I decide to continue doing as well, I'll probably get a second camera so that I can have a desk cam. Felt like a better start already. Thanks. Yeah, it's the perfect season for it as well because it's a horror themed escape room. So there's going to be making lots of spooky stuff. I need to do some prop making, and I kind of want to do it on stream, but I also kind of want to do it at the kitchen table because it's going to be a lot of mess and like wet that I don't want to get over the computer because that would suck if I ruined my PC with making paper mache. Right, next one's battery. Edit it down for a TikTok. What, like the actual finished escape room or the process of making it? Because I was thinking of maybe like making a video out of the final one, but I also like I don't know. I kind of want to just take it round and like because I know I'm making it specifically for my partner and two friends. Uh, but the um, I'm definitely gonna run it like at least once or twice more. I've got two other groups of people that are interested in doing it, so um, it's definitely gonna get its use once it's done, which is good. The process of making the yeah, I could just do it with my phone. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Just doing it as a separate yeah, like a separate recording. I will bear that in mind. Thank you. Because that's the thing, like the in terms of like making this more precise, I want to do a lot more like fast movements to do it, but also if I mess up clicking, I have to move all the way there and then all the way back, and that wastes so much extra time. This feels like it might have been quicker though. I feel like I know it well enough that I can sort of zone out while I'm playing it, which is nice because I think that's actually going to help paying less attention. .7 of a second faster. I'll take that. Oh. I think I smashed through that too quickly. That was a very unhappy screen. I think we've got the sound effects playing twice. Can't remember what the first one was. I think it's battery. Yeah, it's battery first for sure. Bump, bump, battery, then I think that's no. Made the mistake of leaving that thing in there for too long. But fortunately, I've got plenty of time with this one. Can't be active. I'm gonna lurk and try and. Yeah, no worries at all. I really appreciate you popping by for any time and saying hi. I'll probably be around for. I need to start cooking in about 45 minutes. So yeah, appreciate anytime you're stopping by. And if you do end up streaming later, I will try and pop in as well. I hope you're able to get it fixed and sorted without too much hassle. Cheers, appreciate that. Final one. I really can't tell if this has been faster, this section. I think if that's the best I can get, I'm going to move on to a different game for a bit before. Or the other game that I really want to stream is Balatro, because I really enjoy playing that, and I want more excuses to play it. And I had a really good run last night. What am I doing? Come on. Slightly behind on the battery this time, but should be okay. Thank you, Kenzie, for the follow. I'm not sure if that should have come up on stream. I'm not sure if it did. I was very focused on that, but yeah, thank you for stopping by and following. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, I think I made too many little mistakes in that bit. That's fine. We will call whatever it was, 8:46, best time, and move on to something else. Right. See if I can actually get this note to take properly. Come on. It's spaced so many times for it to acknowledge, which is not ideal. Oh yeah, this is way over. Yeah. That's fine. That's not a horrible final time to have 8:45. I think I want to have another go at Tartarus, because that, I feel like I got close with that whenever I had a go at it yesterday. So, as a reminder, what time are we looking for? So I was on 9:41. Was I at 9:41? That doesn't seem correct, because that would put me in first place. And I didn't get first. What was the time? What was the time I submitted? Yeah, I submitted 9:47, which puts me second. apparently I did 9:41. Okay. Well, we'll aim to do 9:41 again. No, I'm going to change it to be 9:47. It is 9:47. Why is that not showing correctly then? Segment time. Oh, don't tell me it's showing incorrectly. Splits. Current comparison. To when it does that, because I have no idea why it's showing. Okay, that's fine. We know what we need to beat, so we'll go for that. And if the time is off, we'll see at the end. Yes, game audio. Where is? There we go. Yeah, that looks fine volume-wise. And let's go. I've moved my camera as well, so I should. Yes, good. That's fine. I was slightly blocking the text there yesterday, which is used for the timing. I wonder if it's because I didn't complete. It might be doing like a. I think it's showing some of best. I think that's why it says 9:41, because that's at the bottom, but that's fine. I need to take about 15 seconds off of this. If you've not played any of these games, I would absolutely recommend them for recommend just playing them through, because they're really good games just on their own, even without yeah, even without speedrunning them. Especially this one, because I think this is a really cool idea, and also it has a lot of waiting in it for a speedrun, which makes it nice to stream, because it means that I can sit and chat. Or I can forget to hit the button. I got distracted. That's fine. We'll start again. We weren't that far in. I was too distracted trying to fix the timer. Which, while I'm here, let's see if I can actually lay out settings. Maybe it's personal best. Name plus or minus, column type, yeah, delta. Oh, that's column plus minus, split time. There we go, 47. There, that's it. That's why it wasn't working. Fantastic. So but yeah, this is a great game. You should play it. for this first bit. It's the watch, so I don't forget that. But yeah, a lot of the, I mean, basically all these runs are skipless because these games are very, very well built. Right. Gonna spam this button so I don't forget it this time. It's annoying because it's like there is just so much standing around in this, so it's annoying when I miss anything like that. Control room. Oh no, circuitry floor. We're going to control room. I called this a toasted sandwich maker the other day, and I can't unsee it as a toasted sandwich maker now. Because he asks what it is. And he calls it a hard drive. That's that. No. It's a toasted sandwich maker, clearly. Yeah, toasted sandwich maker. That's less suspicious. Clearly. Ah, just seen you joined the Discord, Jess. Thank you. It's very quiet in there at the moment, but I enjoyed setting it up with all the T-puns, so I hope that you appreciate those. Right, let's get into the actual run. I don't feel like I'm massively behind from that first bit, but it's a very vague split. I need to decide actually more where I'm going to. Thank you. Yeah, the two things I've definitely got set up there is notifications for streams and notifications for if I upload to my channel and the VODs channel. So yes, we'll definitely be notified in there whenever I'm playing. It seems to be working fine. I've not had any issues with the bots in there, which is good so far. Yeah, I'm hoping that I can try and find some like people that want to chat about puzzles and things as well in there, because it'd be good to brainstorm some ideas. Obviously, I would say, you know, tech troubleshooting, definitely a puzzle, but probably not the funnest one. Okay, that was all right. Right, and I'm not going to miss the hard drive. I always miss the hard drive. Come on. Definitely not fun. I think I spent more time in the past week troubleshooting the air. I get that. It happens. I'm still trying to, our internet's been pretty temperamental, so at the moment it's great. I've got like 0 dropped frames. It's been fantastic. And then sometimes it's just like, nope, can't do it. So I think I've found a good compromise where it's stable and looks decent enough. I'd like to try and push it a little bit more, but also, especially while people don't have quality options, I want it to be accessible and not lagging. But yeah, I think doing anything like this where you're relying on internet and computer working and like all of those moving parts, it's always going to be a bit of a faff. Cool. So I'm 13 seconds behind, and this is just cutscene. So there is no point me carrying on unless I'm ahead at that point. So that's basically the end of the run. So we can run it back. What's time? 10 to. Yeah, I reckon I can get like 2 more runs in maybe, and then I'll have to head off because I'm cooking Pokeballs. Pokeballs, Pokeballs, Pokeballs. Definitely started that timer a little bit late there, but that's fine. I'll retime it if I submit it anyway. I feel like I'm fairly close to getting a decent time on this. It was being noisy. Checking the time. I got the time. I got the time. Anytime you need the time, just ask me for the time. Got you. Yeah, it's literally just like this whole speedrun is essentially a cutscene for just doing that bit of maintenance. Because you sit here for ages, you walk over to it, you do it, you walk back, you watch another cutscene. But it's still a really good game. Would recommend. It's a sandwich maker. Every time. He goes. Shit. You. I'm definitely going to know the script to all of these games. I think I could do this one. It's not too long. I don't know Control Room Alpha, but I will definitely be able to recite that all at some point. Wilco, boss, I'm on it. Don't you worry about it. Keep thinking, like, is there ways I can shave a second off by, like, getting this line slightly straighter? But I think it really is just hitting the buttons at the right time. That feels better. It says plus, but that's, yeah, it's not particularly consistent. I need to wait until, like, the doors are open or something that's an actual, like, specific action that I'm not mashing buttons in the middle of. Right. Latch. Drill. Drill. Crowbar. I could be faster with the crowbar. That's one that I do know. I wish I could pick up stuff here just so I could practice, like, picking it up and putting it down rather than doing it in the moment. Where are we? 8. I've got a minute. That was a good drill. That was an excellent crowbar. That was an okay little computery thing. Little hack box. I think if I can get the latch button to work, I think it has to be the back latch. I think that's where I keep going wrong. See, it's all things. It's all things I should probably check, but it's just such a faff to get there. I need to do it with the free cam, or I could just go there anytime. Midnight. The neighbour's baking again. I keep rolling dough and it looks good, and I'm not sure what they're making, whether it's cookies or pizza or something. I got a really nice little community there. It's a great people watching spot. Right. Yeah, this is definitely going to be the last one because I'm not going to have time to do another run in. So this is whatever this time is my time. That says plus set. There's no way I was over time. I'm going to let that run to the end because I'm not convinced. I feel like that's got to be a timing issue. It's like 2.5 minutes of cutscene, or you can sit through it. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it is. Only 7 seconds between. That's going to be splitting at a different place. I don't understand how I can lose 7 seconds between getting back on the monorail and sitting in the chair. But yeah, let's play it. Oh, sorry, whacked the mic. Let me stand on the potatoes. Ka-chung. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go cook, but I may well stream a bit later and do some puzzling. Because I've got a couple of ideas that I want to refine. I ordered some more parts for it today as well that I'm excited about. It's going to make for a really cool moment. So I need to do some actual testing and playing around with how that's going to work and how that's going to play into it. But yeah, it's gonna be good. I like saying making puzzles. Don't worry, it's not Crash. That's the other awful. Oh, we're talking about like annoying speedrun things earlier, and like the getting to, whatever it is, 8 out of 10 minutes in a run, or worse, like 25 out of half an hour, and then having the game crash. It's like, oh, okay, I guess that was just wasted time then. I don't even get the practice of the full run. I've had that happen a couple of times. I think, to be fair, that's a game that I've got like hundreds of hours in at this point. Right, and come on. Come on. End so I can split. Yeah, it was right. 7 seconds. I reckon that's okay. So that's got to be time lost and then splitting too early at some point in that 7 seconds was actually during the whole switch out sequence, because there's no way I lost time in that second bit. I might just reset all my times and start again, because they're not actually helpful having the plus and minuses in the wrong point. That's still good practice though. And it's a fun game to play. It's not painful to. Yeah, some of the best. Okay, so my summer best, assuming they're even vaguely accurate, if it's 940, that is absolutely first, because I'm trying to beat 943. So 947, yeah, and then current second is 949. So whenever mine gets approved, assuming it does, hopefully it should do, that will mean that I will be second place for that one, which is nice, but not ideal. Cool. I'm just thinking who I'm going to raid somebody. I think, yeah. Cool. Tomato Anus has just started streaming, so why not send you over to him? Oh, thank you. Yeah. Thank you for your support. I feel like that was, not necessarily the records I was looking for, but a good bit of practice. And it was a really good chat. And thank you for sticking around. I'm gonna raid Tomato Anus. It's a speedrunner that I've been following for a long time. He's a Fallout speedrunner. I've learned a lot from his tutorials. So if you want to watch someone who's been doing it professionally a lot longer than I have, then stick around for his stream. But yeah, appreciate it. And if you fancy coming along for any of the puzzle stuff, it'd be great to have you around. It's going to be me just like sitting a much more like just chatting stream, and making stuff. And yeah, I'll definitely bear your idea in mind for making videos out of it. And then yeah, I will look forward to when you go live again. I hope it's all good in terms of the Xbox. But yeah, I will send you over now. Have a great evening. Where is he? Why does it not come up? I set it in such a way that it would flow really nicely. There we go. Sending you over.